After age 60, there's one food that seems harmless but quietly affects your heart health, memory, and even how long you live: cheese. Most people believe all cheese is good for your bones, but the truth is much harsher. Picking the wrong type can double your risk of stroke, harden your arteries, and even disturb your sleep. Sounds unbelievable, right? Yet it's something the dairy industry rarely talks about. The good news is that some cheeses can actually make your body stronger, supporting your bones, improving digestion, and keeping your mind sharp. In this video, we'll uncover 5 types of cheese you must absolutely avoid, and 3 types you should eat every day if you want to stay healthy, flexible, and independent after 60. Make sure to watch till the end, because the worst one might already be sitting in your fridge. 5 worst cheeses after 60. After 60, the body simply can't handle what it used to. The heart beats slower, the liver and kidneys work less efficiently, and your digestive system becomes more sensitive to even small food changes. Unfortunately, many modern cheeses are loaded with things your body struggles to process: additives, coloring agents, and industrial fats. Let's start with the 2 most common and most dangerous types that almost everyone has in their fridge. Number 1. Processed cheese slices. Thin in shape, thick in risk. You see them everywhere. Shiny yellow slices neatly wrapped in plastic. They're cheap, convenient, and melt quickly. Ads say they're rich in calcium and good for your bones. But the truth is, they're not real cheese at all. Most of what's inside that slice isn't milk. It's a blend of emulsifiers, stabilizers, phosphate salts, artificial colors, and industrial oils. Just one slice packs over 300 milligrams of sodium, about 1/8 of the total daily limit for adults over 60. 2 slices means 600 milligrams, and many people eat double that for breakfast sandwiches. For an aging heart, that's like adding fuel to a fire. According to the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology, high phosphate levels from processed foods can speed up blood vessel aging and damage the kidneys. Phosphate keeps cheese soft and smooth, but it also misdirects calcium. Instead of going to your bones, it ends up hardening your arteries. The result: arteriosclerosis, high blood pressure, and a shorter lifespan. To keep the slices stretchy and bright yellow, manufacturers use emulsifiers like polysorbate 80 and carboxymethyl cellulose. These can disrupt gut bacteria, leading to leaky gut syndrome, a condition where toxins pass through the intestinal wall into your bloodstream, causing inflammation throughout the body. Chronic inflammation fuels many age-related diseases: arthritis, memory loss, diabetes, and even cancer. Artificial colorings like yellow 5 and yellow 6 make cheese look more appealing, but European studies show they can trigger allergies, concentration problems, and nerve inflammation. Preservatives such as sorbic acid also harm gut-friendly bacteria, the very ones older adults rely on for smooth digestion and strong immunity. Even worse, labels claiming 0 grams trans fat are misleading. The law allows up to 0.5 grams of trans fat per slice without listing it. Over time, that tiny amount builds up, raising bad cholesterol, LDL, lowering good cholesterol, HDL, thickening the blood, and stiffening arteries. All of this turns a tiny slice of cheese into a packet of chemicals. A Harvard University study found that people whose diets included more than 20% ultra-processed foods faced a 62% higher risk of early death. Processed cheese slices are one of the clearest examples of such foods. If you're thinking, "I only eat 1 slice a day," remember, after 60, it doesn't take much to cause real damage. A small daily habit can silently wear down your health. If you believed cheese slices were a quick calcium boost, check the ingredient list. Milk solids usually make up less than 50%. The rest? Pure additives. So, if you truly want more calcium, turn to natural sources: plain yogurt, small fish eaten with bones, or aged natural cheeses that we'll discuss later. Before we move on to the second type, ask yourself this: do you still eat those plastic-wrapped cheese slices every morning? If you've decided to give them up, comment "gave it up" below. If you still think they're harmless, hit like, and I'll show you the science that might change your mind. Number 2. Spreadable cheese in jars. Food that can sit on the shelf for a year without spoiling. If sliced cheese is solid chemicals, then spreadable cheese is liquid chemicals. Those shiny jars of cheese spread in the supermarket, sitting on shelves for months without refrigeration, are the first red flag that this is no longer real food. True cheese is made from milk and live bacteria, and it always needs to be kept cold. If something still looks smooth and creamy after months at room temperature, it means it's filled with artificial fats, strong preservatives, and industrial anti-mold agents. The main ingredients in most cheese spreads are hydrogenated or intraesterified oils, types of fats that many countries have already banned. Manufacturers use them to make cheese smooth, quick to melt, and oil-free. Sounds good, but these are chemically altered fats that raise blood lipids and heart disease risk. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, getting just 2% of your total calories from trans fats can raise your risk of heart disease by 23%. For older adults, whose arteries are already weaker, even a tiny amount can raise blood pressure, bad cholesterol, and trigger irregular heartbeats. That's not all. Each tablespoon of cheese spread has about 250 to 300 milligrams of sodium. 2 spoonfuls add up to 600 milligrams, and no one stops at just 2. For people with high blood pressure, that's a hidden salt bomb. Cheese spreads also contain MSG, monosodium glutamate, and natural glutamates, often disguised under names like yeast extract or natural flavor. These can overstimulate the nervous system, causing headaches, palpitations, or insomnia, especially in older adults who are more sensitive. Another hidden danger is phthalates, chemicals found in plastic packaging that can leach into the cheese over time. A Columbia University study showed that phthalates can disrupt hormones and increase the risk of diabetes and belly fat in middle-aged and older adults. Then come the artificial colors and flavors that make it taste even better than real cheese. Some of these, such as tartrazine or sunset yellow, have been linked to nerve issues, rashes, and allergic reactions in seniors. Many people choose cheese spread for convenience, just open and spread. But that convenience comes at the cost of dozens of chemicals your liver and kidneys must process every day. Younger bodies may still filter them out, but after 60, your detox system weakens. Bit by bit, the toxins build up until health problems appear. One striking example: a European Journal of Nutrition study found that people who frequently eat processed spreadable foods have a 42% higher risk of heart disease than those who eat natural foods. Try this simple test. Look at the label on your cheese spread. If it has more than 3 lines of ingredients or words like emulsifier, flavor enhancer, preservative, or vegetable oil blend, then it's not cheese. It's an artificial imitation. That's why seniors should completely avoid cheese spreads, even those labeled low-fat or high calcium. If you enjoy soft cheese, choose natural cream cheese made from real milk. Keep it refrigerated and finish it within 3 to 5 days. That's the kind your body can handle safely. And if it sounds unbelievable that a familiar food could hide so many dangers, ask yourself, what kind of food can sit on a shelf for a whole year and still be called food? If the first 2 cheeses are symbols of industrial convenience, the next 3 are even trickier. They're marketed as natural, even premium. But for people over 60, each bite can quietly weaken your heart, stiffen your joints, and disturb your sleep. Number 3. Pre-shredded cheese, convenient but costly for your health. You might think, buying pre-shredded cheese saves so much time. No grating, no mess, just sprinkle it on pasta or pizza and you're done. But that very convenience is what your body pays for after 60. To keep shredded cheese from clumping, manufacturers coat it with anti-caking agents, usually cellulose powder from wood pulp or potatoes, and potato starch. Technically, cellulose isn't toxic, but the human body can't digest it. For older adults with weaker digestion, that buildup can cause bloating, gas, and reduce nutrient absorption from other meals. Worse yet, these cheese bags are also treated with natamycin, an industrial antifungal compound used to prevent mold. Though considered safe in small amounts, natamycin is actually a natural antibiotic. Continuous exposure through food can disrupt gut flora, killing both harmful and beneficial bacteria, the very ones older adults need for good digestion and strong immunity. A 2022 study in Frontiers in Microbiology found that long-term natamycin exposure reduces gut bacterial diversity, leading to fatigue, inflammation, and nutrient deficiencies. That's why many seniors feel bloated or heavy after eating store-bought shredded cheese without knowing why. Moreover, pre-shredded cheese is often made from low-quality milk and loses natural enzymes during mass production. Each strand is exposed to air, speeding up fat oxidation, which dulls the flavor and generates inflammatory free radicals. Another hidden problem is histamine buildup from extended storage. After 60, the body's ability to break down histamine decreases, leading to headaches, itching, insomnia, digestive trouble, or rapid heartbeat. So even if the label says 100% cheese, that doesn't mean it's safe. In fact, several product recalls in the US and Europe have found listeria and E. coli contamination in pre-shredded cheese, both dangerous for older adults. That handy dinner shortcut is actually a bag of chemicals and microbial risks. If you care about your health, buy a block of natural cheese and shred it fresh right before eating. It only takes a few extra minutes, but you'll regain the real flavor and protect your body from a list of hidden threats. Number 4. Blue cheese. Elegant on the plate, a nightmare for blood pressure and sleep. Blue cheese has long been seen as a symbol of sophistication, often served with wine at fine dinners. But for anyone over 60, it's one of the most dangerous types of cheese you can eat. Its luxury comes from the blue-green veins of mold, actually Penicillium roqueforti. While certain strains of this mold are controlled during production, they still produce mycotoxins, toxic compounds that aging bodies struggle to eliminate. As the liver weakens with age, these toxins accumulate, fueling chronic inflammation, joint pain, fatigue, and memory decline. One key compound in blue cheese is tyramine, formed when proteins break down during fermentation. Tyramine constricts blood vessels and can cause sudden spikes in blood pressure. For people taking antidepressants, MAO inhibitors, or Parkinson's medications, this combination can trigger a hypertensive crisis, even a stroke. Blue cheese also contains extremely high histamine levels, 8 to 10 times more than regular cheese. If you often experience insomnia, headaches, or facial flushing after eating cheese, histamine could be the culprit. After 60, the enzyme DAO, which breaks down histamine, drops significantly, making the body more reactive. Each ounce, 28 grams, of blue cheese also packs about 400 milligrams of sodium, nearly 1/5 of your daily safe limit, along with high levels of saturated fat, palmitic acid. Together, these raise cholesterol, thicken artery walls, and worsen arthritis inflammation. Another hidden danger: its strong aroma can mask spoilage. Good mold and harmful mold look very similar. Eating spoiled blue cheese can lead to severe food poisoning, and in older adults, recovery can take weeks. According to the European Food Safety Authority, seniors are 3 times more likely to suffer foodborne illness than younger adults, and moldy cheeses are among the most common sources. If you love bold, savory cheese flavors, switch to naturally aged options like cheddar or Parmesan. They're rich in taste without the fungal toxins. Number 5. Low-fat or flavored cheese, the diet trap in disguise. Many older adults believe low-fat cheese is better for your heart. It sounds reasonable, but it's actually one of the biggest nutrition myths out there. When manufacturers remove natural milk fat, they must replace it with something to maintain texture and flavor. The replacements? Sugar, modified starch, thickeners, and artificial flavors. The result, a so-called healthy cheese that's ultra-processed, high in carbs, and low in nutrients. A study from the Harvard School of Public Health found that people who eat low-fat dairy products consume 25 to 30% more sugar on average than those who eat full-fat versions. That means higher blood sugar, more inflammation, and more belly fat. The trio that raises diabetes and heart disease risk after 60. As for flavored cheeses, garlic, pepper, caramel, smoked flavor, those aromas rarely come from nature. Most are synthetic mixtures of aldehydes and esters. One such compound, diacetyl, used for butter flavor, can irritate the lungs, inflame the airways, and dull your sense of taste when consumed regularly. Removing natural milk fat also strips away essential fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K2, nutrients critical for older adults. Vitamin K2 directs calcium into bones instead of arteries. Vitamin D improves absorption. Vitamins A and E protect skin and cells from aging. Without them, bones weaken, skin dries, vision dims, and immunity drops. Meanwhile, the natural fat from grass-fed cow's milk provides CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, and omega-3s, powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that protect the heart. Cutting out all fat means cutting out these natural defenders. A clinical trial at the University of Reading, UK, found that people eating full-fat cheese actually had better cholesterol profiles than those eating low-fat cheese. Natural dairy fats stimulate the body to produce more HDL, good cholesterol, while reducing absorption of LDL, bad cholesterol. So, low-fat doesn't mean healthy. For older adults, the goal isn't to eliminate fat, but to choose the right kind and eat it in moderation. Try this. Check the ingredient list on your favorite low-fat cheese. If you see words like maltodextrin, xanthan gum, flavoring, starch, or sugar, you're not eating cheese. You're eating a reconstructed product that only mimics cheese. If you agree that low-fat cheese is just clever marketing wrapped in a false sense of safety, comment "Got it" below. But if you still think less fat means a healthier heart, hit like, because next we'll reveal why natural fats are actually one of the best allies for people over 60. 3 types of cheese to eat daily after 60. After cutting out the 5 harmful kinds of cheese, you might be wondering, so which ones are actually good for me? Is there any cheese that can really make me healthier every day? The answer is yes. And here's the fun part. The best cheeses are actually the oldest ones. The longer they age, the more beneficial they become. Time helps pre-digest their nutrients, removes most of the lactose that causes bloating, and creates powerful natural compounds your body truly needs after 60. Below are the 3 cheeses seniors should enjoy regularly. You don't need much. Just a small piece a day can make a big difference for your heart, bones, memory, and digestion. 1. Aged Gouda, the body's calcium traffic controller. Not every cheese can strengthen your bones without clogging your arteries, but aged Gouda can. Gouda, a traditional cheese from the Netherlands, is aged for 12 to 24 months. The longer it matures, the harder its texture, the richer its flavor, and the stronger its health benefits. Its star nutrient is vitamin K2, a fat-soluble vitamin that most people over 60 are seriously lacking. If calcium is the building material for your bones, K2 is the construction manager. It directs calcium to the right places, your bones and teeth, and keeps it from settling in your arteries, which can cause stiffness and strokes. A major Dutch study published in the Journal of Thrombosis and Hemostasis found that people with the highest K2 levels had a 57% lower risk of dying from heart disease than those who were deficient. And among natural foods, aged Gouda is one of the richest sources, about 75 micrograms of K2 per ounce, several times more than milk. The long aging process also breaks Gouda's protein into shorter peptides, forms that are much easier for older digestive systems to absorb. That means you get high-quality protein without the bloating. These peptides also have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects, helping reduce joint stiffness and muscle fatigue, common issues after 60. Gouda also contains CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, a natural fat that helps reduce belly fat, improve blood sugar control, and boost immunity. And since aged Gouda is virtually lactose-free, even those who are lactose intolerant can enjoy it comfortably. Best way to eat. Let it sit at room temperature for 15 minutes before eating to wake up its enzymes. A 25 to 30 gram slice, about 1 ounce a day, is enough. Pair it with whole grain bread or apple slices. This slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and adds fiber for gut health. 2. Real Parmesan, Parmigiano Reggiano. Italy's nutrient pearl. If Gouda is the director, then Parmesan is the pure raw material your body uses to rebuild muscles and bones. But let's be clear, we're talking about real Parmigiano Reggiano, aged at least 24 months and made from grass-fed cow's milk, not the powdered Parmesan in supermarket cans. Authentic Parmesan is so dense in protein, calcium, and minerals that Italians often call it nature's medical food for the elderly. Just 30 grams, 1 ounce, provides over 10 grams of protein, the same as a large egg. And because it's aged so long, the protein is already broken down into amino acids and peptides, making it incredibly easy for seniors to absorb without straining digestion. It's also rich in calcium, around 330 milligrams per ounce, and nearly all of it is absorbable. While calcium from milk or pills is absorbed at 30 to 40%, Parmesan's calcium has an absorption rate close to 100% thanks to its perfect balance of calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium. That's vital after 60, when bone density drops and fracture risk rises. A 5-year study in Italy of over 1,000 seniors found that those who regularly ate Parmesan had 12% higher bone density and 30% fewer hip fractures than those who didn't. Parmesan also contains tyrosine, an amino acid that helps your brain make dopamine and norepinephrine, chemicals that support focus, alertness, and a positive mood. So a small daily serving not only strengthens bones, but can also lift your energy and memory. It even has casomorphin, a natural peptide that gently relaxes the nervous system and promotes better sleep without drowsiness or addiction. Like Gouda, Parmesan is nearly lactose-free and easy on digestion. Some beneficial bacteria survive the aging process, supporting gut health and reducing inflammation. How to enjoy it? Break Parmesan into small chunks and eat slowly to savor its natural sweetness. About 25 grams, 1 ounce daily, eaten after a meal, can aid digestion. Try adding a few drops of aged balsamic vinegar. Its mild acidity helps your body absorb minerals more efficiently. If you've always thought cheese just makes you gain weight, Parmesan will change your mind. Its protein and natural fats keep you full longer, curb cravings, and help maintain a healthy weight. If you're surprised that aged cheese turns out to be healthier than fresh, check your fridge right now. Are you still keeping any of those industrial cheeses? If you're ready to switch to the right kinds of cheese for life after 60, comment "switched" below. But if you're still not sure, hit like, because the next cheese will show you why natural fat isn't the enemy at all, but a vital energy source that keeps your heart, brain, and digestion strong every single day. 3. Grass-fed raw cheddar, a living enzyme powerhouse for your heart and gut. If you could pick just one cheese to call a true longevity food, it would be grass-fed raw cheddar. This cheese is completely different from the bright orange industrial cheddar sold in supermarkets. It's made from raw milk of grass-fed cows, milk that's rich in omega-3s, fat-soluble vitamins, and living enzymes. It's then aged for at least 60 days, long enough to eliminate harmful bacteria while preserving beneficial ones. That's why grass-fed raw cheddar is one of the few natural probiotic foods perfect for older adults. The live bacteria in cheddar produce butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that nourishes gut cells, reduces inflammation, and improves mood through the gut-brain connection. A 2021 study in the Nutrients Journal found that seniors with higher butyrate levels in their intestines had a 41% lower risk of depression. Beyond gut bacteria, this cheddar is loaded with vitamins A, D, E, and K2, the golden four that protect the heart, sharpen vision, and strengthen immunity. Notably, the MK4 form of vitamin K2 found in cheddar is the most easily absorbed, helping prevent calcium buildup in arteries and supporting strong bones and joints. Just 30 grams, about 1 ounce of grass-fed cheddar, provides your full day's supply of vitamin K2, plus natural omega-3 fats that help lower triglycerides and blood pressure. Even better, cheddar made from grass-fed milk has 3 to 5 times more CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, than regular cheddar. CLA is a natural compound proven to reduce inflammation, improve fat metabolism, and lower the risk of colon and breast cancer. In a Norwegian study of 500 older adults, Those who ate 2 servings of cheese made from grass-fed milk daily had a 30% lower risk of heart disease than those who ate industrial dairy products. Grass-fed cheddar is also a rich, easily digestible source of protein. The natural enzymes break long protein chains into shorter ones, allowing your body to absorb them quickly, maintaining muscle mass and strength, 2 key pillars of independence in later life. How to eat it. Enjoy cheddar at room temperature. Avoid cooking it at high heat, which destroys its enzymes and good bacteria. Eat about 30 grams daily, paired with fermented vegetables like sauerkraut or kimchi to create a natural probiotic combo that supports gut health and lowers inflammation throughout the body. Tip: choose cheddar that's pale yellow or cream-colored, a sign of natural milk fat. Avoid bright orange varieties. That color usually comes from added dye, annatto. If you've always thought cheese raises cholesterol, remember, the real problem isn't cheese itself, it's the source and the process. Grass-fed milk has a better omega-3 balance, cleaner fats, and almost no industrial hormone residue. Why these 3 cheeses are the golden trio. After 60. Aged Gouda, packed with vitamin K2, easy-to-digest peptides, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Great for bones and heart. Real Parmesan, nearly pure protein and highly absorbable calcium. Supports muscles, bones, and brain function. Grass-fed cheddar, rich in omega-3s, CLA, and live enzymes. Strengthens the gut, lowers inflammation, and boosts heart health. All 3 are low in lactose, nutrient-dense, and naturally made, not processed. They're not just delicious foods, but natural daily tonics for lasting strength, memory, and vitality after 60. Conclusion: choose the right cheese. Keep your health strong after 60. After 60, your body is like a finely tuned machine that's been running for decades. Every part needs extra care, and the fuel you give it now isn't about taste alone, it's about health and longevity. Cheese, though small on the plate, is one of the clearest examples of how eating right or wrong can change everything. We've seen it clearly. Not every cheese is your friend in later life. The 5 industrial types, processed slices, cheese spreads, shredded cheese, blue cheese, and low-fat cheese, all contain harmful elements that quietly damage your health. Artificial fats, additives, excess sodium, hidden bacteria, or molds. They stiffen arteries, strain the kidneys, upset digestion, and cloud memory over time. In contrast, the 3 natural cheeses, aged Gouda, real Parmesan, and grass-fed cheddar, show the opposite truth. When made the right way, cheese isn't a threat, but a natural medicine in disguise. They provide easily absorbed protein, vitamin K2, that strengthens bones without blocking arteries, and living enzymes that support digestion, reduce inflammation, and keep your mind sharp. 1 slice of Gouda can guide calcium to your bones. 1 piece of Parmesan can strengthen muscles and bones better than a glass of milk. And 1 bite of grass-fed cheddar each day can nurture the gut microbiome, the foundation of lifelong health. Science agrees. Healthy aging doesn't depend on supplements, but on small daily habits. The right kind of cheese in the right amount can bring real results within months. Less joint pain, better digestion, deeper sleep, and a clearer mind. So don't let glossy ads or shiny packaging fool you. Choose the simplest, most natural cheeses. The ones you might have to cut by hand instead of peel from plastic. And if today you open your fridge and see those processed cheese slices, don't feel guilty. See it as a chance to start fresh. Because the moment you make that switch, your body begins to thank you, 1 day at a time. Before we wrap up, ask yourself, are you feeding your body industrial cheese or real living cheese? If you're ready to make the change and stay strong and sharp after 60, comment "started" below. But if you'd like to learn more about other foods that help you live longer and healthier, hit like and follow, because here you'll always find the truths the food industry doesn't want you to know. Remember, good health isn't luck. It's a choice you make every single day. And today, that choice begins with the cheese you put on your plate.